I was given a painting for my birthday, and it showed a family in the 18th century eating around a table. There is an eerie legend behind this painting, and basically, you are not allowed to stare at this painting at all. I found that to be crazy because all paintings are made to be looked at, so when a painting exists where you cannot stare at it, it has that artsy feel. So I put this painting where all people could see it and stare at it, clearly going against the legend behind this painting. As visitors and family members in my family kept going past the painting, looking at it every time they went out the door or when they came in, the painting started to become more sinister. It was changing from its original look. Have you ever had that feeling of not wanting to be stared at, but people were staring anyway? It's not a nice feeling, is it? Anyhow, the painting now showed the father of the household stabbing the mother so he could hide behind her dead body, protecting him not to be stared at. After a couple of days, it then showed the sister stabbing the brother so that she could hide behind him to not be stared at. I wish I had hid the painting so it could not be stared at. I became more intrigued as days went by when I found that objects and furniture had somehow moved towards the painting to cover it up. Even the paint on the wall which the 19th century painting hung on started to change colour. I also found newspapers and other forms of paper just randomly floating towards the painting to cover it up. Even when the painting showed the father hiding behind the dead members of his family so that he could not be seen, I still hadn't learnt my lesson. I learnt my lesson when my 2 kids and wife woke up blind with bleeding eyes. To this day, doctors cannot figure out how they went blind, but I guess the painting can now feel more comfortable and not being stared at. Anyone else from the outside who stared at the painting suddenly got damaged eyes with bad vision. I had a little peek at it recently, and the painting has gone back to normal, with the family members eating around the table.